CBS News Miami.
Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us. I'm Naja Sherman, and welcome to CBS News Miami's 4 p.m. Quickcast. Let's take a look at today's top stories. It is a steamy day out there today, feeling a lot like summer. Chief Meteorologist Ivan Cabrera joins us from the Next Weather Sphere.
Yeah, we just missed a record high at the airport by 1 degree. As we talked about yesterday, the record high for today was 95, and we've so far hit 94. That is something else. And of course, that's come with the humidity as well. So we've been dealing with that part of it because that's what really makes it feel just super uncomfortable and downright dangerous if you spend too much time outside without taking breaks. 08 was the last time we got close to this kind of number and this kind of heat this early in the season, 95 then. And as I mentioned, 94 so far the record, or so far the temperature, the high temperature at the airport. Same deal in Fort Lauderdale. We've been dealing with the heat there. And in fact, the current temperatures aren't that far away from what we've had. We're doing a little bit better now as the breeze has made a further inland progress, but it really hasn't punched through Pembroke Pines in any significant way, although we're down from what we earlier had in Pembroke Pines, which was 98. That was the air temperature without the feels like number factoring in the humidity. You do that and you still get triple digits up and down. Kendall, you feel like 103 out there. 103 in Miami. We all know here what we need is some shade, right? Some cloud cover. Well, Mother Nature is going to deliver and maybe, overcompensate for it tomorrow. Next weather alerts, just a heads up for Thursday and Friday. I'm not expecting widespread showers and thunderstorms, but the thunderstorms that do develop will do so in an environment that could produce locally heavy rainfall with some damaging wind gusts and also some frequent lightning as well. We've got cold air well up into the atmosphere, and that always results in the potential for some hail as well. So the Storm Prediction Center has gone ahead and put us in a level 1 of 5 for severe weather tomorrow. That includes a good chunk of Dade and all of Broward County. And then for Friday, a repeat here, another round of thunderstorm activity, the likes of which could produce again some damaging wind gusts and also some frequent lightning along with hail. I think for tomorrow, watch on our rain tracker here to be able to see the development through the afternoon. Some showers and storms beginning to pop up. Notice the coverage. It's not widespread, but it's these cells that will tend to develop late into the day. I'm thinking between 5 and 8 p.m. So it's a late day event tomorrow with the potential for that severe weather. So there we go as we head into a Friday. Same situation. And the issue here will be as well, the steering currents will be taking any thunderstorms that develop, whether they're severe or not, towards the coast. And so that's what we could be looking at, some locally heavy rainfall here. So it's going to be hit or miss, but if you get hit, it likely will be with some hefty thunderstorms. I'll put it that way here. Rate accumulation looks pretty good. As you can see, these kind of clusters here of blue indicating the higher rain totals as then everything pushes off towards the east throughout the afternoon and into the evening. So forecast for tomorrow, again, temperatures I think will have another run at 90s through the afternoon. It'll feel still like the triple digits. Temperatures will come down. Rain coverage between 30 and 40 for both next weather alert days on Thursday and Friday, and then less heat for the weekend. We'll still have to dodge a few storms through the upcoming holiday weekend, including Memorial Day coming up on Monday.
Ivan, thank you. Stranahan High School in Fort Lauderdale was placed on lockdown for about 3 hours today. It was while the city's police department investigating a swatting incident. Police were called to the school just before noon to investigate a threat. They gave the all clear, but there was an increased police presence in the area when students were released for the day. Now to a disturbing crime in Sunny Isles Beach. It led to the arrest of a father of a 2-year-old girl. This is a 37-year-old Andrei Sevastianov. He is facing multiple counts of felony child abuse. Police say he was caught on surveillance video at his Sunny Isles Beach apartment, kicking and slamming the toddler. Police were notified about the abuse and took him into custody. They say he resisted officers with violence.
Basically, a 2.5-year-old child was manhandled, for lack of better words, by her father. Her hair was pulled, her arm was yanked on, she was kicked, dropped, just things that you don't expect to see happen to a child, especially at the hands of someone that they trust most in the world, their father. It's not just my reaction, it's our entire department as well as probably the community when they see this video. It's a combination of overwhelming sadness.
The child was taken to Joe DiMaggio Children's Hospital. No word on her condition. CBS News Miami's Peter Dench will have more on this story in a live report on CBS News Miami at 5. A Hialeah High School teacher was denied bail in court this morning. Police say he had a sexual relationship with a student. 55-year-old Misael Gonzalez is facing several charges. Police say the student was 15 years old. Detectives believe there are more victims. He teaches English at Hialeah Senior High School. The school district says they have started the process to fire him. A man accused of trying to break into a home and pretending to be a pizza delivery man has now been identified. And it turns out Jordan Pinckney was already behind bars. He's accused of other disturbing crimes. He is charged with burglary with assault, grand theft, and indecent exposure. Police say the 35-year-old tried to break into a woman's Coral Gables home. He said he was delivering a pizza. She refused to open her door. The next day, police say he broke into another woman's home, touched himself inappropriately on her bed, made her watch, then took her cell phone. A frightening scene unfolding in Miami's Edgewater neighborhood. Neighbors say they saw a man scaling the side of a luxury high-rise and then jumping from balcony to balcony. As CBS News Miami's Morgan Reiner reports, the man was trying to escape police.
Residents here told me they were sure they were about to watch a man fall to his death from this high-rise you see behind me, but he just kept making it from one floor to another. And now we know the scary reason why he was running from police. Lauren Bergman got back to her building after Pilates Tuesday evening.
All the roads were just shut down. There was police everywhere.
To this scene, SWAT members everywhere. She captured this video from inside the lobby.
I went back up to my apartment to lock my door and lock my balcony, but my balcony didn't lock. And they were telling us that someone was scaling the building. So I panicked and went downstairs to the lobby.
This video posted on Only-in-Dade captures the suspect balcony hopping. According to City of Miami Police, it's Peter Alexander Peraza, or as he goes by on social media, Dirt to Gold. He's a bare-knuckle fighter with a large following.
We were all making fun of him in the group chat because he had slides on, and we're like, how is this guy jumping balconies with sandals on? So we knew he was a fighter, or he was somebody that was determined.
I mean, okay, I work out, but to even think about somebody being able to climb down 7 floors worth of balconies is insane. So I think I'm still shocked.
This video captures the moment Peraza is seen sneaking through one of the units.
I was next to our property manager when our property manager received the call, and he picked up the phone and the call said, he's in my apartment, help. And our property manager ran as fast as he could outside to speak to the police, and they had him within 10 minutes.
This is the moment police brought him out, face covered, and placed him in the back of a police car. According to the arrest report, Peraza is accused of breaking into an apartment with a woman named Lillian Rebecca Goodman in April and demanding money from her ex-boyfriend, beating him up and threatening to kill him. The victim was able to escape Peraza and Goodman and run for help. The victim ultimately had to be transported to the hospital and undergo surgery.
It is scary to think that there are people out there walking the streets that are doing this to others.
Peraza did agree to talk to police without his attorney present after he was arrested, but that part was redacted from the police report. But we'll let you know if he has anything else he wants to say once he appears in court. In Edgewater, Morgan Reiner, CBS News, Miami.
When we come back, a stretch of a major South Florida expressway was forced to shut down. It created a nightmare for the morning commute. Find out what caused the chaos next.
The struggles of sleep apnea, the tossing, the turning.
Have you always had issues with sleep?
I probably did.
Could a popular weight loss drug be the solution to a better night's sleep? We find out Thursday at 5:30.
Welcome back to CBS News Miami's 4 p.m. Quickcast. Officials are investigating a deadly Wrongway wreck on the Sawgrass Expressway. It happened overnight, shutting down the northbound lanes of Sawgrass between Oakland Park and Commercial Boulevards. And it happened during morning rush. Sunrise Fire Rescue says a 37-year-old woman was driving southbound in the northbound lanes. That's when her car ran head-on into a tractor trailer. She was killed. 2 other people were hurt. The truck driver was not hurt. That stretch has reopened. An overnight fire destroyed a mobile home at Lil Abner Mobile Home Park in Sweetwater, and you can see flames coming out of the homes. No one was hurt. Residents in this community faced an eviction deadline for yesterday. Property owners want to redevelop it. Now to the Trump presidency. Hardline Republicans who are still opposed to what President Trump calls his one big, beautiful bill are expected to meet with the president later this afternoon in an effort to reach an agreement on the massive budget package. But the Republicans' slim majority in the House, they can only afford 3 votes, 3 people to decide they don't support it on the floor since no Democrats are on board. CBS News Miami's Erica Brown reports from Capitol Hill.
President Trump, how are you feeling, sir, about your big, beautiful bill today?
Very well. We're doing very well. It's great to us.
While welcoming South Africa's president to the White House Wednesday, President Trump said House Republicans are close to agreement on a budget bill that is critical to his agenda. The comment came hours before an expected meeting between the president, House Speaker Mike Johnson, and key conservative holdouts.
I think progress is made. I think that there is a pathway forward that we can see.
The budget package includes an additional $350 billion for border security, deportations, and defense, and spending cuts to entitlement programs. But members of the House Freedom Caucus say those cuts and efforts to root out waste, fraud, and abuse in Medicaid don't go far enough.
You're having 7 times more money going to the able-bodied than the vulnerable. We're trying to fix that.
Speaker Mike Johnson has pushed for a full House vote on a bill before the Memorial Day break, but the Republican holdouts say they think more time is needed to secure a deal. The House Rules Committee began debating the legislation in the wee hours, even without a final deal in place.
Americans need this legislation to ensure our economic survival and the sustainability of this Republican government.
You guys and Trump are perpetuating the exact broken system that people hate. You're rigging things for the rich and powerful.
The committee's vote is the last hurdle before the bill can go to the full House for a vote. Erica Brown, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
Another first today for Pope Leo XIV. The pontiff used his first general audience to call for, quote, sufficient humanitarian aid and an end to the Israel-Hamas war. He rode his Pope Mobile as he greeted pilgrims in St. Peter's Square. In his message to the faithful, he said the situation in the Gaza Strip is, quote, worrying and painful. And that does it for your CBS News Miami Quickcast. I'm Naja Sherman. Stay tuned for more news right here on CBS News Miami and have a great day.